Good day, class. So I am Engineer Mark Joren Crisologo, your instructor for today for our subject, Mathematics in the Modern World. So our topic for today will be Chapter 8, the Conic Sections, Part 1. So ang gagamitin nating PowerPoint is from Engineer Gian Denversi Ortiz. Okay, so we'll start. So start tayo sa conic sections. So conic sections, so in analytic geometry, conic sections or conics are the curve obtained when a right circular cone is intersected by a plane at a different angles, depending on how the plane cuts the cone. So the resulting curve can be circle, ellipse, parabola, or hyperbola. Okay, so ito sa conic section, so tawag doon, gagawa lang tayo ng 2D galing doon sa 3D na right circular cone. So magkakat lang tayo ng plane at different angles and then makakabuo tayo ng circle, ellipse, parabola, or hyperbola. So first, kapag nag-cut tayo ng plane na parallel doon sa ating base, kung makikita nyo sa ating first figure, ayan, makakreate tayo ng circle. Kapag ellipse naman, kapag ang ginawa nating cut is halos same lang naman doon sa first na ginawa natin, but hindi na siya parallel doon sa ating base, makakabuo tayo ng ellipse. Yung ellipse, ayan, parang naka-oblong siya, no? Yung circle, yun yung bilog. And then, kapag nag-cut naman tayo from one side nung another, nung isang side nung cone, and then to the base, makakabuo tayo ng parabola. And lastly, kapag ang cut naman natin ay parallel to the perpendicular to the base, so makakabuo tayo ng hyperbola. Itong hyperbola is para siyang dalawang parabola lang, no? Kung makikita nyo, no, yung parabola isa lang siya, and then yung hyperbola is dalawa. Okay, take note nyo lang tong ating general formula for conic section. So lahat ng ating, kahit ano yung figure natin sa apat na yan, is ang general formula niyan is a squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equals to 0. Okay, so dito sa topic natin, since part 1 tayo, ang itatakil lang naman natin dito for today is yung circle and yung ellipse. Okay, so mag-start siguro tayo sa circle. Okay, circle is a locus of all points in a plane that are equidistant from fixed point called the center. Okay, siguro hindi ko na kailangan palawakin itong circle, no? Alam nyo naman na yung circle, bilog. And then, ibig sabihin, from the center, pag sinabi siyang equidistant, ibig sabihin same lang yung kanyang distance from the center. So, let's say itong distance natin dito, yan yung r. Kapag umikot tayo dito, ito lang din naman yung r. So, kahit saan tayo mag-point, yan din yung ating r, which is yung tinatawag na radius. Okay? So, let's say yung C natin, or yung center ng ating circle, is gawin nating h for x-axis and k for y-axis. Okay? So, tandaan natin tong standard formula ng circle na x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. Okay, take note lang, magkaiba yung general formula sa standard formula. Kapag sinabing general formula or general form, yung gagamitin natin is itong ax squared and so on. Pero kapag standard, itong x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equals to r squared. Yan ay standard form ng circle. Okay, sige, try natin mag-solve ng first problem. Okay, for our first problem, find the standard form of a circle that has a center at 2 and 2 and passes through the point 6 and 4. Okay, so ang hinahanap lang naman sa atin dito is yung standard form. Okay, so madali lang naman yan. So paano? Okay, so since yung center daw natin ay nasa 2 and 2, so ibig sabihin ang center natin, okay, is 2, tapos 2 sa x-axis and 2 din sa y-axis. So, ibig sabihin ang h value natin dito is 2 and sa k is also 2. Pero, sabi dyan ay nagpapas tayo through a point 6 and 4. Okay. So, for this time, meron na tayong h and k. So, ang gagawin lang naman natin dyan is yung standard form, which is ito. Meron na tayong h, meron na tayong k, kaya lang wala pa tayong r. Paano natin hahanapin si r? Ganito lang yan. So, first problem, ilagay ko ng 1. Siguro mas madali kung magdo-drawing tayo ng figure. Okay, so drawing tayo ng circle. So, paano ba? Since ilocate natin na ang center natin ay nasa point 2. Sabihin natin 1, 2, tapos 1, 2. Tapos, yung circle daw natin ay nagpapas, sorry, balik na dito pala dapat ang center. Ayan. Kasi positive 2 and positive 2 din. And then, nagpapas daw siya sa point na 6 and 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2, ayan, 4. So, ibig sabihin, nagpapas daw siya dito. So, ibig sabihin, ang itsura ng circle natin, parang ganyan. Gets ba? Ayan, parang ganyan yung circle natin. Ay, kaya lang, parang hindi maayos. Kasi dapat radius. Ay, hindi. Teka, wait lang. So, parang ganyan, no? Imagine na rin natin na ganyan yan. And then, ito, yun yung radius. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ito ay nasa 2, tapos ito ay 6, 4. So, paano natin hahanapin yung radius? Okay. So, ang gagawin lang naman natin dyan, ano? So, gawa tayo ng triangle. Ha? So, makukuha natin yung distance nito at makukuha natin yung distance din nito. Tama ba? So, ang distance nung nasa itong horizontal is galing daw siya sa 2, pumunta sa 6. So, therefore, tama ba na 4 units ang distance? And doon naman sa pataas, galing ka sa 4, bumaba sa 2, therefore, 2 yung kanyang distance. So, using, anong formula? Pythagorean theorem, makukuha natin yung value ng r. So, since nakagawa tayo ng right triangle, so kaya Pythagorean yung gagamitin natin. Therefore, di ba, r will be square root of 4 squared plus 2 squared. So, therefore, ano yung magiging value ng r? Sige, ang 4 squared ay, 16. 16 plus 4. So, ang radius natin ay square root of 20 or 4 times 5. So, pag nilabas natin 4, magiging 2 square root of 5. So, ito yung value ng ating r. But since sa formula natin, di ba, r squared, so, kunin natin yung value ng r squared. So, squared, ang r natin, di ba, 2 square root of 5 or let's say square root ng 20 na squared natin. Therefore, yung r squared natin ay 20. So, for problem number 1, ano yung magiging answer natin? So, yung answer natin for problem number 1 is gagawin lang natin tong standard formula na x minus 2 squared plus y minus yung h na to rin squared is equals to r squared na yung r squared natin ay equal to 20. And that will be our final answer. Okay? So, ganyan lang kasimple yung pagkuha ng standard form using in circle. Okay? Sige, isa pa. Find the center and radius of the circle given by the equation. Okay, dito tayo sa number 2. So, may given tayong equation na x squared plus y squared, ano yan? Minus 8x plus 6y minus 5 is equals to 0. Tama ba? Yan yung ating equation. Sige, sinulat ko na. At ang hinahanap sa atin dito ay yung center and yung radius. So, ibig sabihin kung nasaan nakalocate yung center at saka yung radius natin which is yung r. Okay. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is bubuo tayo ng standard form para makuha natin yung value ng h and k para alam natin yung location ng center and makuha natin yung r squared. Okay? So, ngayon, gawin lang natin yung formula na yon. So, dito, pagsamahin natin yung x and pagsamahin natin yung y. So, bali, x squared minus 8x plus y squared plus 6y is equals to, yung negative 5, pag nilipat ko, magiging positive 5. Okay? So, dito, ang gagawin natin dyan, para ma-factor natin, para magawa natin tong x minus h squared, ganun din sa y, is magko-completing the square tayo. So, di ba pag nag-completing the square tayo, di ba b over 2 squared lang naman yan. So, for negative 8, so negative 8 over 2 squared ay magiging 16. At kay ano naman, kay y, So, b over 2 squared, ganun din. Na ang b natin dito ay yung 6 over 2 squared. So, 3 squared is 9. So, therefore, pag nag-completing the square tayo, x squared minus 8x 8x plus 16 plus y squared plus 6y plus 9. Okay? Since nag-add tayo sa kaliwa ng 16 and 9, syempre mag-a-add din tayo ng 16 and 9 sa kanan. So, plus 16 plus 9. Okay, so pag nag-completing the square tayo, so ganyan yung mangyayari. Ngayon, pwede natin siya i-factor. Ang x squared minus 8x plus 16 ay magiging x minus 4 squared. And then, plus, ito naman, y plus 3 squared. Tama ba? Is equals to 15 plus 16 plus 9. So, the answer will be 30. So, therefore, nakuha na natin yung value ng h, na yung h natin, di ba? X minus h. So, x minus 4. So, ang k naman natin galing sa y minus k. But since ang answer natin dyan ay y plus 3, therefore, kaya yan naging positive dahil ang nilagay natin k ay negative 3. Okay, so for r squared, is equal lang naman yan sa 30. So, to solve for r, square lang natin both sides ay square root of 30. So, therefore, ito yung value ng r or ng radius. Okay? And also, to solve for center, so h and k lang naman yun. So, 4 and negative 3. So, ibig sabihin, nandyan yung location ng ating center. So, final answer. Okay? So, I hope nagigets nyo. So, punta tayo sa problem number 3. So, find the equation of the circle passing through the points A na 1 and 2, B na 5 and 6, and C 9 and 2. Okay, so paano gagawin natin equation? So, equation ng binanggit, so dun tayo ngayon sa general equation. Okay, sige, for number 3, sulat ko lang kung nasaan yung mga points natin. So, di ba for A, ang A natin ay nasa 1 and 2, 5, 6, 9, 2. 1, 2, letter B, 5, 6, and letter C ay 9, 2. Yan. So, meron tayong tatlong points. So, ibig sabihin, di ba? Alam naman natin na yan yung, saan natin yan ilalagay? So, pwede natin ilagay yan sa H and K. Sige. So, pwede natin H to, and then ito yung K. So, for letter A, di ba ganito yung magiging equation natin? X minus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equals to, since wala tayong given na radius, yan yung r squared. For letter B naman, x minus 5 squared plus y minus 6 squared is equals to r squared. And C, x minus 9 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equals to r squared. Okay, so meron tayong nabuong tatlong equation. So meron tayong equation 1, ito. Equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. Okay, so since wala pa tayong makukuha dyan, siguro expand muna natin yung equation 1. Okay, and then, since pareho lang naman yan ng r squared, diba? Yung radius hindi naman magbabago yung kahit nasang location yan. Kung yung radius ng circle, kahit saan mo ilagay yan, is same lang. So, pwede nating i-equate sa r squared ng equation 1 sa r squared ng equation 2. Diba? Pwede nating sabihin na sa equation 1 ay equal sa equation 2. Equate lang natin sa r squared. So, bali magiging x minus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equals to, instead na r squared, gagawin natin siyang equation 2 na x minus 5 squared plus y minus 6 squared. Okay? So, expand lang natin tong x minus 1 squared, bali magiging x squared minus 2x plus 1. Pag in-expand si y, magiging y squared minus 4x plus 4 is equals to, expand natin tong x minus 5, x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus y squared minus 12y. Sorry, ito pala ay 4y, no? 4y pala yan. And then, minus plus 36. Kuha? Okay, so dito pwede natin i-cancel si x squared at si y squared. Cancel. Since parehong both sides meron. Okay? So sige, gawin nating negative 2x minus 4y plus 5. Tama ba? Is equals to, ito naman ay negative 10x minus 12y plus, ilan to? 36 plus 25, 61. Tama ba? Okay. So, ilipat lang natin sa kabila yung 10x saka negative 12y. So, magiging positive 10x minus 2x. So, bali magiging 8x. And then 12 minus 4, magiging positive 8y. So, ilipat naman natin dito si 5. So, 61, magiging negative 5. Magiging 56. So, sabihin natin ito yung magiging equation 1 muna ulit natin. Or let's say equation 4 na. Since ayun na equation 1, 2, 3. Okay, so gawa tayong iba pang way. Pwede nating sabihin na si equation 1, pwede naman natin equate kay equation 3. Tama ba? O, try natin i-equate yan, silang dalawa. So, equation 1, same lang na x minus 1 squared plus y minus 2 squared is equals to x minus 9 squared plus y minus 2 squared. Okay. So, ngayon, expand ulit natin. Ito, same lang. Di naman magbabago. X squared minus 2x plus 1 plus y squared minus 4y plus 4 is equals to x squared minus 18x plus 81 plus y squared minus 4y minus, plus 4. So, ano yung makakancel? X squared, y squared. Kung mapansin nyo, same lang din si 4y. May negative 4y cancel at may positive 4. Cancel na din yan. So, ilan yung natira? So, negative 2x plus 1 is equals to negative 18x plus 21. So, ilipat natin si 18, magiging positive 18 minus 2x, 16x is equals to, si 81 matitira dyan, isama natin yung 1, magiging negative, so magiging over 80. Divide natin both sides by 16 para makancel yung 16 dito. And therefore, yung x natin ay equal sa 80 over 16 is 5. So, nakuha na natin yung value ng x. Kuha ba? O ngayon, ang gagawin natin? So, kunin natin yung value ng y. So, to solve for value ng y, using equation number 4, diba? 8 times x na 5. And then, ano pa? Plus 8y is equals to 56. So, 8y is equals to 56. 8 times 4, 5 magiging 40. So, minus 40. 8y is equals to 16. Divide both sides by 8. Therefore, ang y natin will be positive 2. So, nakuha na natin yung value ng x at nakuha na rin natin yung value ng y. So, anong next step natin? Okay, so ang gagawin na lang natin dyan is what? Kunin na natin siguro yung value ng r. So, pwede natin i-substitute sa equation 1, 2, or 3 yung value ng x and y para ma-solve natin yung value ng ating radius. So, doon na lang natin siguro substitute sa equation 1. So, therefore, ang x natin ay 5, ang y natin ay 2. So, 5 minus 1 squared plus 2 minus 2 squared is equals to r squared. So, cancel na siguro yung 2 minus 2. So, bali magiging 5 minus 1, 4 squared is equals to r squared. Or r natin is equals to 4. Tama ba? So, ngayon, pwede na natin siya isulat or ilagay sa ating tawag doon, equation. So, di ba ang nakuha natin is ang x natin ay 5. So, therefore, x minus 5, since x is equals to 5, so pag nilipat natin, x minus 5 squared plus yung y natin ay equals to 2, so y minus 2 squared is equals to radius natin na, since r squared, di ba? So, 4 or 4 squared is 16. Okay? So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin dyan is gagawin natin siyang general equation form is i-expand lang natin. So, therefore, x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus y squared minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 16. Yung 16, ilipat natin mamaya. So, bali magiging x squared minus 10x plus y squared minus mali pala to. Dapat pala 4y to. Lagi ko nagawang x. Y squared minus 4y plus 25 plus 4 is 29. So, si 16 ilipat natin minus 16 is equals to 0. So, therefore, ang ating equation ay x squared minus 10x plus y squared minus 4y plus ilan to? 13 is equals to 0. So, therefore, ito ang ating general equation. Kuha? Final answer. So, dito naman tayo ngayon sa circles and point of intersection. Okay? So, for example lang, meron tayong isang circle at nagkaroon tayo ng line. Nagkaroon tayo ng line at ngayon meron tayong kung saan nagtagpo yung line and circle, yun yung ating point of intersection. Okay? So, paano ba hinahanap yan? Sige, try natin sa problem number 1. So, find the points of intersection of a circle na x squared plus y squared is equals to 20. And the line y is equals to x plus 2. Okay, so for this problem, ang gagawin lang natin, sige, isulat muna natin siguro yung mga equation natin. Ang equation ng ating circle ay x squared plus y squared is equals to 20. At yung line naman natin ay y is equals to x plus 2. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan for the first step is isa-substitute lang natin yung ating line doon sa equation ng ating circle. Since ang y natin ay equal sa x plus 2, so pwede nating palitan si y. So, x squared plus, instead na y, so x plus 2 squared is equals to 20. Okay? So, ngayon, try lang natin ulit. So, tawag doon, i-expand lang natin. So, x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 20. So, x squared plus x squared, so, ano to? 2x squared plus 4x. Si 20, ilipat natin, magiging negative 20 plus 4, magiging negative 16 is equals to 0. Therefore, pwede nating i-divide sa lahat sa 2 para maging x squared plus 2x minus 8 is equals to 0. Kaba? So, paano gagawin natin yan? Saan natin pwede i-factor? So, pwede natin i-factor sa positive 4 at saka negative 2 is equals to 0. So, therefore, ang x natin ay equal sa negative 4 and x is equals to positive 2. Ngayon, para makuha natin yung point of intersection nila, is kunin na lang natin yung value ng y. Since sa ating circle, di ba dalawa yung point of intersection, nakuha na natin yung dalawang value ng x na negative 4 at positive 2. So, solve na lang natin siguro yung value ng y. Substitute na lang natin yan sa ating line. So, at x is equals to negative 4, y is equals to negative 4 plus 2. Therefore, ang y natin ay magiging negative 2. And kapag naman daw ang x natin ay positive 2, y is equals to x na 2 plus 2, therefore, positive 4. So, therefore, ang point of intersection natin ay equal sa when x is negative 4, y is negative 2, and since dalawa yan, when x is positive 2, y is positive 4. So, therefore, for problem number 1, ito yung ating point of intersection. Okay, so gano'n lang naman siya kasimple. No? Okay, so for problem number 2, ulitin ulit natin to. Find the point of intersection of a circle na x plus 1 squared plus y squared is equals to 16 and the line x plus y minus 3 is equals to 0. Solve lang natin. So number 2, so ano yan? X plus 1 squared plus y squared is equals to 16. Tama ba? And then, x plus y minus 3. Ito yung line naman na x plus y minus 3 is equals to 0. Okay. So, paano gagawin natin dyan? So, pwedeng ang gawin natin, kunin natin yung value ng y using the equation of the line, or pwede natin kunin yung value ng x. Pero since naka x plus 1 na tayo dito, siguro mas madali na lang ang kunin natin yung value ng y. So, di ba ang value ng y dyan ay magiging positive 3 minus x. Tama ba? Okay. So, therefore, pag sinubstitute yan, magiging x plus 1 squared plus yung y natin na ba't ba y sinulat ko? Na 3 minus x squared is equals to 16. Expand lang natin. X squared plus 2x plus 1 plus 9 minus 6x plus x squared is equals to 16. Okay? So, x squared plus x squared, 2x squared. So, plus, negative 6 plus 2x magiging minus 4x. And then, 9 plus 1 is equals to 10. Ilipat natin 16, magiging negative 16. So, magiging negative 6 is equals to 0. Divide both sides by 2. So, bali magiging x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So, natin pwede factor x minus 3 saka x plus 1. So, therefore, ang x natin ay equal sa 3 and x is equal to negative 1. Substitute lang natin to para makuha natin yung value ng y. So, at x is equal to positive 3, y is equals to 3 minus positive 3, y is equals to 0. And when x is equals to negative 1, y is equals to 3 minus x na negative 1. So, magiging plus yan, magiging positive 4. So, therefore, ang point of intersection natin, so when x is positive 3, ang y natin ay 0, and x is negative 1, y is positive 4. So, therefore, this will be our final answer for problem number 2. So, I hope nakukuha nyo. Okay, so dito tayo sa last part ng ating circle, which is the point of tangency. Iba to ang point of tangency is yung tawag doon kung saan nag-meet yung tangent line natin doon sa circle. Tandaan yon, yung tangent line natin ay perpendicular sa radius ng circle. Okay? So, paano gagawin natin dito? Okay, so for our first problem, sige, gagawin lang naman natin dyan. Parang ginagawa lang natin kanina. Okay, so find the point of intersection of the circle. Bakit? Teka. Naka-point of intersection pa rin pala tayo dito. Okay, doon na lang siguro tayo sa problem number 2. Since point of intersection lang to, I think same lang to sa kanina. So, dito na lang tayo sa problem number 2. So, find the length of the tangent from the point 7 and 1 to the circle na x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 8y plus 9 is equals to 0. Okay? So, ngayon, ang hahanapin natin is yung length ng tangent. Okay. So, ang gawin natin dyan, gawin muna natin yung standard form ng circle. Okay? So, para malaman natin yung location ng circle at saka yung ng kanyang radius. Yung center at saka yung radius. Okay? So, ngayon, using the x squared plus y squared is equals to 6x, minus 6x minus 8y plus 9 is equals to 0. Okay, buuin lang natin yung standard form. Pagsamahan natin yung x squared minus 6x, and then plus y squared minus 8y. Lipat natin yung 9, so magiging negative 9. Okay? Next. Completing the square. So, x squared minus 6x plus 9. Plus, siguro hindi ko na ipapakita, no? Kung marunong na kayo mag-completing the square. Ito naman, magiging plus 16. Is equals to negative 9. Since nag-add tayo ng 9, mag-add din tayo dito ng 9 and yung 16. So, therefore, ito ay magiging x minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equals to 9 plus, negative 9 plus 9, 0 plus 16. So, 16. So, therefore, ang h natin ay 3, ang k natin ay 4, ang radius natin, since ang r squared niyan is 16. Diba? So, therefore, pag in-squared nyo, in square root, magiging positive or negative 4. Pero wala namang negative na distance. That's why ang kukunin lang natin ay yung positive 4. So ngayon, mag-graph tayo since mas madali natin ito masosolve pag ginraph natin. Actually, mahirap talaga siya isolve kung hindi nakagraph. Okay? So ngayon, graph natin kung nasan yung center. Di ba ang center natin? Ito. Ang center natin ay nasa 3 and 4. So 3 sa x. So 3. Tapos 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say ito. So yan yung ating location ng center. Tapos sabi dyan, may radius tayo na 4. So more likely, ito ay assume lang, ano? So parang ganyan yung magiging figure natin. Imagine niyo na lang. And then, sabi dyan, meron daw tayong line sa 7 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So somewhere, point pala. So somewhere dyan yung point natin, 7, 1. So ngayon, magkakaroon tayo ng line dyan. So imagine natin yan. Diba, ang radius natin is 4. Tama ba? So alam naman natin na ang radius natin ay 4. So ngayon, try natin bumuo niyan. So ang hanapin natin is yung value nung L. Ito, yung length ng ating tangent line from the point to kung saan sila nag-tangent. Or tawag doon, nag-meet yung ating line at circle. So yung L. Ito, paano natin yan isosolve? So makakabuo tayo, diba, ng right triangle dito. So pwede natin tong masolve, itong blue part. Ayan, ito. Gamit yung ating ordinates. Diba? So solve natin, let's say, ano ba pwede natin sabihin yan? Let's say x. Solve natin yung value nung x. So, diba, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina. So, since ito ay 7 from x, tapos ito ay 3. So, ang tinakbo mo dyan ay 4. So, 4 squared. And then, ito yung inangat mo from 7 and 1. From 4 to 1 ay 3 plus 3 squared. Therefore, ang x natin ay square root of 16 plus 9 is 25 or x is equals to 5. Therefore, masasolve na natin yung value ng L. So, parang baliktad lang, no? Okay, so ngayon, gagawin natin dyan 5 squared minus 4 squared. Therefore, ang L natin ay square root of 9 or 3. So, therefore, yung length ng ating tangent line will be 3. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Kuha? And that is our final answer. Okay, so baka nagtataka kayo masyadong pinadali. Hindi naman kasi laging ganyan, no? May times kasi na hindi, kumbaga sa figure natin nakadiretso yung ating line, kaya parang nakabuo tayo agad. Pero may mga ilang problems kasi na minsan ganyan pa yan, ganyan, di ba? Medyo may konting trick, okay? So anyways, yan, solve naman na natin siya. So the answer is 3. So ganoon lang naman sinosolve yung circle. So, okay, dito tayo sa ellipse ngayon. Okay? So, ano ba meron sa ellipse? So, ellipse is the locus of all points in the plane such as the sum of the distance of two fixed points called the foci. So, is a constant. Okay. So, dito, iba na yung ating standard form. Tandaan nyo yan. Ito, dalawa yan. Depende sa figure natin. So, pwedeng x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared is equals to 1. Kapag ganito yung figure natin. So, ibig sabihin, nasa x-axis yung ating tinatawag na major axis. No? Ibig sabihin, para siyang nakapa-horizontal. Kapag naman ganito yung itsura natin, ang major axis natin ay nakapatayo. Ito yung major axis na tinatawag. So, y minus k squared over a squared plus x minus h squared over b squared is equals to 1. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang tawag doon, yung major axis kasi ang tinatawag dyan, yun yung mas mahaba. No? At kapag yung mas maikli naman, ito yung tinatawag na minor axis. Okay, paano ba natin malalaman? Okay? So, papansinin nyo yung formula natin. Ang nasa ilalim nung ating a squared, itong a squared natin kasi yung a squared natin, yun yung ating sa minor axis. So, ibig sabihin, itong mahaba na to, ang buong major axis is 2A. Kasi A sa baba, A sa taas. So, 2A. Okay. So, kapag ang A natin ay nasa X, or yung major axis natin ay nasa X, ganito yung itsura ng ating figure. At kapag nasa Y naman, yung A squared natin, or yung length ng ating major axis, ganito yung magiging figure natin. Okay? So, ganun lang naman yan. So, tandaan nyo lang yung dalawang formula na yan for our for our ellipse. Okay? So, pag-aralan natin ano ba yung mga parts ng ating ellipse. Mag-start muna tayo sa vertices. Okay? So, yung vertices natin, yan yung point from the vertex of a, tawag doon, ng major axis natin. So, for example, ganito yung figure natin, nandito yung ating vertices. At ang ating vertices, ito yan. Ito yung magigagamitin natin. So V, yung bali yung nasa X point natin is H plus or minus A and K. And baliktad naman dito, kapag ganito yung ating figure, so andito yung ating vertices, ayan, nasa taas at baba, since andyan yung ating major axis, ganito yung formula natin for vertices. H and then K plus or minus A. Okay? For co-vertices naman, so opposite lang. So yung co-vertices naman, yung location naman ng vertex from the minor axis. Okay? So, pag co-vertices naman, H and then K plus or minus B. And pag ganito yung isang figure natin, yung nakapatayo, then H plus or minus B and K. Okay? Dito tayo kay focus or singular form focus. Kapag plural kasi, pag dalawa, foci na ang basa dyan. Okay? Okay. So, yung F natin, so somewhere, nandyan yan sa gitna. Okay? And may distance yan na C. Distance yan ng C from the center. Okay? So, ang focus natin, ang formula, kapag ganito yung itsura, ayan, H plus or minus C and K. And baliktad naman, H and then K plus or minus C kapag ganito yung ating itsura. So, paano ba kinukuha yung C? A squared minus B squared lang naman yan. Na yung A natin, di ba, yun yung, yung A? Ito yan. Yung length nung kalahati nung ating major axis, and yung B natin is yung kalahati ng minor axis. So, yun yung C. And for E, kapag hinanap yung eccentricity, so ratio lang naman yan ng C over A. So, yun lang yun. So, try natin mag-solve ng first problem. So, for the equation below, so determine the following. So, 4x squared plus 9y squared minus 24x plus 36y plus 36 is equals to 0. Okay, so sulat ko lang dito. So 4x, wait lang, makaret tayo. So 4x squared plus 9y squared, sorry, medyo nasisira na yung pen ko, minus 24x plus 36y plus 36 equals to 0. Okay, so anong gagawin natin dyan? So, gagawin natin yung formula, di ba, nung ellipse. Okay, so gawin natin yung formula nung ellipse. Paano ba yun? Diba, x minus natin alam kung ano yung figure, plus y minus k squared over b squared is equals to 1. So, malalaman natin kung ano yung A and B is depende dyan kung ano yung mas malaki. Tandaan nyo, ang A natin is always greater than B. Okay, so paano natin magagawa yan? Siguro, pagsamahin muna natin yung mga x and pagsamahin natin yung y. So, 4x squared minus 24x and then plus 9y squared plus 36y. So, ilipat natin 36, magiging negative 36. So, para mawala yung 4, i-factor natin siya sa 4. So, bali magiging 4. Ito, wait lang. So, bali magiging 4. Multiply natin sa x squared minus 6x. Ganon din dito, i-factor natin siya sa 9. So, y squared plus 4y is equals to negative 36. So, para maabot natin or makuha natin yung x minus h na naka-square, so, mag-completing the square tayo. Okay? So, 4 times x squared minus 6x. So, b over 2, negative 3 times negative 3 squared, positive 9. So, therefore, plus 9. And then, plus 9. And then, y squared plus 4y plus 4. So, since nag-add tayo dyan, mag-add din tayo sa kabila. So, nag-add tayo ng 9 na naka-times sa 4. So, mag-add tayo ng 9 na naka-times sa 4 din. Ganun din sa 4 na in-add natin at naka-times yun sa 9. So, 4 tapos multiply sa 9. Okay? So, therefore, 4 multiply natin sa x minus 3 squared plus 9 y plus 2 squared, di ba? So, negative 36, 9 times 4 plus 36 plus 36. So, cancel na yung negative 36 plus 36. So, ang natira ay 36 na lang. So, ngayon, i-divide natin both sides by 36 para mawala yung katabi nilang 4 and 9. So, therefore, x minus 3 squared over, so 4 over 36, 9. Plus, 9 over 36, 1/4, no? Y plus 2 squared is equals to 36. So, nakuha na natin yung formula mismo nung ellipse. Tama ba? So, therefore, yan yung ating tawag doon formula. Bakit 36? Dapat pala 1. Kasi 36 over 36, no? So, therefore, for letter A, yan yung standard equation ng ellipse. So, okay, for letter A, nakuha na natin yung standard equation ng ellipse. Diba? Okay, for letter B, center of the ellipse. So, nasan ba yung center ng ellipse? Diba ang center is yung C and then yung H and K. Ano ba yung H natin? Positive 3. Since Y plus 2 yan, magiging negative 2 yung K. So, therefore, ito yung center ng ating ellipse. For letter C, length of the major axis. Diba? Yun lang naman yung 2A. So, ano ba yung magiging A natin dyan? So, yung A natin yung mas malaki yung 9. Pero diba, A squared yan is equals to 9. So, therefore, ang A natin ay 3. Kay B squared naman, yun yung 4. And then, ang B natin ay 2. So, for letter C, ang ating length ng major axis is 2A is equals to 2 times 3 ay 6. So, therefore, ang length ng major axis natin ay 6. For letter D, length of the minor axis. Ganun lang din kasimple. 2B. So, 2 times 2, 4. So, therefore, length ng minor axis, 4. Location of the vertices. So, paano natin isosolve yung location ng vertices? Ano nga ulit ang formula natin? So, paano ba magiging itsura ng ating tawag doon? Nung ating ellipse, di ba? Since ang A natin ay nakay X, so ibig sabihin, pag ganyan. So, ito yung location ng vertices. At andito naman yung location ng... ba't ang nangyari dyan? So, yan. So, ito yung ating vertices at andito yung co-vertices. So, paano nga natin isinosolve yung vertices? So, for letter E, ang vertices natin, di ba, H plus or minus A, K. So, therefore, ang vertices natin ay, ano ba yung H natin? H is, ito, 3. So, 3 plus or minus A natin, which is 3. And then, ano ba yung K natin? Negative 2. So, therefore, ang vertices natin ay V, 6, and negative 2. And, dalawa yan, di ba? 0 kasi 3 minus 3 and negative 2. So, yan yung location ng ating vertices. So, for F naman, letter F, location of the co-vertices. So, paano natin isosolve yung location ng co-vertices? Di ba ito lang naman yan? H and then K plus or minus B. Tama ba? Okay. So, ngayon, ang co-vertices natin, ano ba yung H3? So, lagay natin yung K na, ano ba yung K natin? negative 2 plus or minus 2. So, ang covertices natin dyan is 3, negative 2 plus 2, 0, and then V is 3 and negative 4. So, therefore, ito yung location ng covertices. And then, location ng foci or nung focus. So, G. So, di ba, C lang naman yun. So, for the location, di ba, tawag doon, ito yan. So, di ba ito yung center natin, which is ito yung HK. Tapos, distance ng focus, C. Ito yung F, lagay natin F. So, may distance lang yan ng C from H. So, mag-a-add lang tayo ng distance ng C and magbabawas lang tayo ng distance ng C from, tawag doon, from H. Okay? So, di ba to solve for C, C squared is equals to A squared minus B squared. So, therefore, C is equals to square root of, ano ba yung A natin? 3. So, 3 squared minus 2 squared. So, 3 squared is 9 minus 4. Therefore, ang C natin ay square root of 5. So, therefore, ang location ng focus o ng foci, okay, so 3, so galing tayo sa H na 3, plus tayo ng square root of 5, yung K, di ba hindi naman siya maglilipat since x-axis lang yung tatakbuhin niya. So, yung K, same lang naman yan na, ilan yung K? Negative 2. And yung location naman ng isa ay 3, magbabawas tayo ng square root of 5, and negative 2. So, therefore, this will be our final answer. Ha? So, I hope nagigets nyo. Sana. Okay. Dito tayo sa problem number 2. Okay, last 2 problems na lang. Okay? So, dito, ito no, same lang naman yung mga isosolve natin from standard equation, center, length of major and minor axis, location ng vertices and covertices, location ng foci and foci and eccentricity of the ellipse. Foci pala, sorry. Nalilito na ako. Okay. Okay, number 2. So, ang equation natin, di ba? 9x squared plus 4y squared minus 36y plus 36 is equals to 0. Check ko lang, ha? 9x squared minus 4y. Okay, tama. Okay, so ngayon buuin muna natin ulit yung equation. So, pagsamasamahin lang natin yung x. Since wala tayong x, ano? So, gawin na lang natin siyang 9x squared and then plus 4y squared minus 36y is equals to negative 36. So, dito, bali, 9x squared na lang yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung h natin ay magiging 0. And then, plus, ito ilabas natin yung 4, y squared minus 9 is equals to negative 36. Sorry, 9y pala. And then, ito, 9x squared. So, dito tayo mag-completing the square. Okay, paano tayo mag-completing the square dyan? So, bali ang gagawin natin, di ba, b over 2, then squared. Ano ba b over 2? 4.5, no? So, 4.5 squared. So, 20.25. So, y squared minus 9y, and then, plus 20.25. So, yan. Is equals to negative 36, and then plus tayo ng 20.25 times 4, ilan yun? 81. Kasi 20.25 na nakamultiply sa 4. So, 9x squared plus 4. So, bali magiging y minus 4.5, syempre, squared is equals to 81 minus 36, 45. Therefore, divide natin both sides by 45. So, ilan niya? 9 over 45. So, x squared over 5 plus 4 over 45. So, 45 divided by 4 is 11.25. So, bali y minus 4.5 squared over 11.25 is equals to 45 over 45, 1. Okay, so yan yung ating answer for our standard form. So, for number 2, letter B pala, I mean. Lagay natin letter A. So, for letter B, di ba, location lang naman ng center. Since yung H natin wala, so 0 yon. And then, pag X squared lang, 0 yon. Kapag Y squared lang, 0 din yung Y. And then, 4.5. So, yan yung ating answer for letter B. For letter C, location lang naman yata tawag doon. Length lang yan nung ating A. So, ano ba yung magiging A pala natin dito? So, di ba ang A squared pala natin is 11.25. So, therefore, ang A natin ay square root of 11.25. Ilan to? 6.21. So, for B naman, or B squared is 5. Therefore, ang B natin is square root of 5 or, ilan to? Sorry. 6, wait. Square root of 11.25. 3.35 pala. Sorry, my bad. 3.354. Sa 5 naman, square root of 5. Ayan, lagyan natin 2.236. Basta gawin muna natin siya square root. Okay, let's say, for letter C. Ano hinahanap sa letter C? Kalimutan ko na. Ayan, length of the major axis. O, di ba 2A lang naman yon? So, 2 times 11.25. So, ito pala yung 6.71. For letter D, ang hinahanap sa atin, length ng minor axis. So, yung minor kasi mas maliit, di ba? So, 2B, so yung B natin yung magiging square root of 5. So, therefore, 4.47. So, final answer. Okay, for letter E naman, ni letter E, yung location, or location ng vertices, tama ba? O, location ng vertices. Okay, so since naiba na yung figure natin, no? Ano yung magiging formula natin? Kasi nasa Y na yung ating A, no? So, bali ang magiging figure natin, pabaliktad na ganyan na. So, di ba ang magiging vertices natin dyan? So, H, and then, K plus or minus A. So, therefore, V is equals to, ang H natin ay 0. Ano ba yung K natin? 4.5, no? Okay, so 4.5 plus, ano ba yung A natin? 3.354. Let's say 3.35 na lang. And then, isa naman minus 4.5 minus 3.35. We can say na ang vertices natin ay 0 and ilan ba to? 7.85. And then, V is equals to 0, vertices natin ay 0 and 1.15. Yan yung ating location ng vertices. Doon tayo sa F, location ng co-vertices. So, lagyan po lang ng co. Ayan. So, paano nga isosolve yun? So, di ba? Paano natin kukunin yung location ng co-vertices? So, di ba? H plus or minus B. Tama ba? And then, K. So, therefore, ang co-vertices natin ay, ano ba yung H? H natin is 0 plus or minus B. Ano yung B? Let's say 2.236 o 2.24 na lang. Ayan. And then, K na, ni K, 4.5. So, therefore, ang location ng co-vertices natin ay positive 2.24 and 4.5. And, isa naman negative kasi 0 minus 2.24 and 4.5. And that is our final answers. And for letter G lang naman, yung letter G. May H na tayo. Ay, sorry. May H pa pala, eccentricity of ellipse. Okay. Sige, hindi ko na-solve yung kanina, pero ngayon solve na lang natin yung eccentricity. Pero solve muna natin yung G or yung location ng focus. So, c squared is equals to, di ba, a squared natin, ano ba a squared? Ang a squared natin, di ba, 11.25 minus b squared, 5. So, therefore, ang c natin ay square root lang ng 11 minus 11.25 minus 5. So, square root of 6.25 or answer niyan will be 2.5. Okay. So, location ng ating focus or foci. So, di ba? Since baliktad tayo ng mag-a-add lang tayo from dy axis and magbabawas lang tayo sa x axis. So, parang h and then k plus or minus c. So, f, ano ba yung h natin? 0 lang naman. So, ang k natin ay 4.5 plus or minus 2.5. So, f is equals to 0. So, plus muna tayo. 7. And then, f is 0 and 2. So, therefore, ito yung location ng foci. And then, h. Dami, no? So, eccentricity lang naman, di ba? Ano lang yan? C over A. Where yung C natin ay equal sa, so natin na 2.5 over A na 4.5. The answer is 0. Tama ba? Wait lang. Mali yata tayo ng A. Ano ba yung A natin? Ayun, square root of 11.25. My bad. So, naman tayo ng disigurado. 11.25. Na naka-square root. So, therefore, the answer is 0.746. So, final answer. Okay. So, ganun lang naman sinosolve yung mga parts ng ating ellipse. And for our last problem, okay, dito na tayo mag-solve. Okay, for the equation below, determine the point of intersection. So, meron din tayong point of intersection dito sa ellipse. Okay? So, solve lang natin. So, di ba sa point of intersection, ang ginagawa lang naman natin ay nagsa-substitute. So, dito, substitute lang natin yung ating line na y is equals to x, a point lang pala to, 3 halves. So, x squared over 4 plus, instead na y squared, gagawin natin 3 halves, over 9 is equals to 1. Therefore, x squared over 4 plus, ano yung 3 halves natin pag ni-squared? 9 over 4 over 9 is equals to 1. Ang 9 over 4 over 9, cancel yung 9. So, x squared is equals to 4 plus 1/4 is equals to 1. So, ilipat natin yung 1/4. So, x squared over 4 is equals to 1. So, magiging minus 1/4, magiging 3/4. So, x squared is equals to 3/4. So, cancel natin. Parehong may 4 sa ilalim. Cancel na yan. So, x squared is equals to 3. Where x will be square root of 3. And then, so, paano natin isosolve yung point of intersection? So, since, pag in-square root nyo yan, di ba, positive or negative 3? So, therefore, ang point of intersection natin ay positive square root of 3. Yung y given naman na 3 halves. And then, negative square root of 3 na 3 halves din. Kuha? So, therefore, yan yung ating final answer.